Sydney Sweeney, one of Hollywood's fastest rising stars, has always been known for her charm, raw acting talent, and ability to command attention on screen. From her breakout role in Euphoria to her powerhouse performance in reality, she's built a reputation as one of the industry's most relatable yet mysterious figures. But in the last few weeks, Sydney's name hasn't been trending for her latest movie or red carpet look. Instead, it's been making waves for something far more personal, a rumored relationship that has the entire entertainment world talking. Her alleged romantic link to Scooter Braun, the music executive at the center of some of the industry's most controversial feuds, has thrown social media into chaos. Fans who once cheered for Sydney's every move are now questioning her choices, and Hollywood insiders are whispering that this could be one of the biggest image crises of her career. The rumor first broke after paparazzi spotted Sydney leaving a private dinner in Los Angeles with Scooter Braun. The pictures spread across gossip sites within hours, showing them laughing, leaning close, and sharing what looked like a private, relaxed moment. While neither of them confirmed anything, that was all it took for the internet to light up. Fans of Taylor Swift, who famously feuded with Braun over the ownership of her master recordings, immediately flooded Sydney's social media accounts. Some accused her of betraying women in the industry, while others claimed she was aligning herself with the wrong people. What made things worse was the timing. Just as Taylor Swift's re-recorded albums were dominating the charts, Scooter Braun was already under scrutiny for his sudden withdrawal from artist management earlier this year. For Sydney to be seen getting close to him felt like a bad move in the eyes of many. Within 48 hours, Sydney's fan pages were flooded with backlash. Comments turned from admiration to anger, and hashtags calling for her to address the rumors started trending. Some longtime followers expressed disappointment, saying they had defended Sydney through previous controversies, but couldn't stand by her this time. On TikTok, users began posting side-by-side comparisons of Sydney's recent interviews, analyzing her tone and expressions as if searching for clues about her involvement with Scooter. Others even speculated that the relationship might not be romantic at all, suggesting it could be a business connection or even a publicity stunt. Still, the speculation only grew louder. Behind the scenes, sources close to both Sydney and Scooter reportedly tried to downplay the rumors. One insider claimed that the dinner was strictly professional, linked to a potential collaboration or production deal. Scooter, who has long been involved in music and entertainment management, has expanded his reach into film and TV, and Sydney, who recently started her own production company, might have been discussing a partnership. However, even this explanation didn't calm the storm. Fans weren't buying it. They argued that Scooter's reputation for manipulation and exploitation in the music industry made any association with him look bad, especially for someone like Sydney, who has built a brand around authenticity and empowerment. Then came the moment that shifted everything. Sydney appeared at a Hollywood event days after the rumor broke, wearing a fitted black gown, smiling confidently, and seemingly unfazed by the noise. But reporters noticed something different. When asked directly about Scooter Braun, she laughed nervously and said, "People love to make up stories. I focus on my work, that's all that matters." The statement didn't exactly deny the relationship. It only fueled more questions. Was she trying to protect her privacy, or was there more to the story she didn't want to share? As the controversy continued to spread, other celebrities began subtly weighing in. Fans noticed that several of Sydney's close friends and collaborators unfollowed her on social media around the same time. One of them, a fellow Euphoria cast member, liked a tweet that said, "Some people show their true colors when fame gets involved." Though it was quickly unliked, screenshots were already circulating. Hollywood watchers couldn't help but connect the dots. It seemed that Sydney's rumored link with Scooter was more than just tabloid gossip, it was causing real tension within her social circle. Industry analysts began discussing what this could mean for Sydney's career. For years, she's been carefully navigating the Hollywood system, avoiding scandals while building a reputation as a serious actress. But the entertainment industry is built on perception, and a single wrong move can shift how audiences view you. Publicists pointed out that Sydney's brand relies heavily on being the relatable star, the girl next door with real emotions and genuine talent. Associating with someone as polarizing as Scooter Braun could alienate a large portion of her audience. Even if the relationship was innocent, the optics were damaging. Then an unexpected twist came when Scooter's team released a short statement through a media outlet saying he and Sydney share a mutual respect for each other's work, and that any speculation beyond that is entirely false. But instead of putting the issue to rest, it made fans more suspicious. Why release a statement at all if there was nothing to hide? Some even accused Scooter of trying to control the narrative to protect his already fragile reputation. His name had been attached to too many controversies, from his fallouts with artists like Ariana Grande and Demi Lovato to his messy public feud with Taylor Swift. Now, by being linked to one of Hollywood's rising female stars, people wondered if Scooter was trying to rebrand himself through her image. Meanwhile, Sydney's silence only deepened the intrigue. Her Instagram activity became a subject of obsessive monitoring. Every like, every story post was dissected for hidden messages. When she posted a cryptic quote that read, "Sometimes the truth is quieter than the noise," fans split into two camps, those who defended her right to privacy and those who accused her of gaslighting her audience. The situation had become so intense that PR experts began comparing it to classic Hollywood image crises, where silence only magnified speculation. Then came another layer of drama. Reports emerged that Sydney had been offered a major endorsement deal with a luxury brand, but negotiations were suddenly put on hold. The brand, known for its focus on female empowerment, allegedly didn't want to move forward until the controversy cooled off. This development suggested that the rumor wasn't just affecting her reputation online, it was beginning to have real financial consequences. As the days passed, some of Sydney's longtime supporters began trying to steer the conversation back to her work. They highlighted her upcoming film projects, praising her performances and reminding everyone that she's an actor, not a tabloid figure. Yet, the controversy continued to overshadow her career. Social media thrives on drama, and every small detail was amplified to keep the story alive. One journalist pointed out that Sydney's situation reflects a bigger problem in Hollywood: the way women are often judged more harshly than men for their personal choices. While male celebrities have been forgiven for worse associations, women like Sydney are held to impossible standards. Some fans began defending her, saying she didn't owe anyone an explanation for who she spends time with. Others argued that she should have known better, given Scooter Braun's reputation. The debate itself became a story with headlines about cancel culture, public image, and Hollywood double standards. Then, in a surprising twist, Taylor Swift fans reignited the conversation by circulating old clips of Sydney praising Taylor in interviews. The contrast between those moments and her rumored link to Scooter made the situation even messier. Swifties began tagging Sydney in posts that accused her of hypocrisy. The pressure became so intense that Sydney limited comments on her Instagram posts. It was a sign that the backlash had crossed a line. In private, sources claimed Sydney was frustrated by how quickly the story had spiraled out of control. She reportedly told friends that she barely knew Scooter Braun and that the entire situation had been blown out of proportion by gossip outlets. But in Hollywood, perception often matters more than the truth. The internet had already made up its mind. As the noise began to fade weeks later, some observers noticed how carefully Sydney managed her public appearances. She avoided events that might fuel more rumors and instead focused on promoting her next film. Slowly, the conversation began shifting back to her career. But the incident left a mark. It became a case study in how quickly public opinion can turn and how even a single rumor can become a full-blown crisis in the age of viral media. What made the story so fascinating was that it revealed the double-edged nature of fame. Sydney Sweeney had built a fan base on being open, approachable, and transparent. But that same openness made her an easy target when controversy struck. The relationship rumor with Scooter Braun, whether real or imagined, served as a reminder that in Hollywood, image is everything. Once that image cracks, even slightly, it can take years to repair. In the end, Sydney's silence may have been her smartest move. By refusing to feed the rumor mill, she allowed it to lose steam naturally. Still, the incident underscored how fragile celebrity reputations have become in the digital age. Fans expect their idols to be perfect reflections of their values, and one wrong association can trigger a full-blown backlash. For Sydney, the lesson was clear: fame can elevate you to incredible heights, but one dinner, one rumor, or one misunderstood photograph can send it all spiraling. As of now, neither Sydney nor Scooter has addressed the situation again. The entertainment world has moved on to the next scandal, as it always does, but the memory of this controversy lingers. It's a stark reminder that in Hollywood, perception can shift overnight, and even the most beloved star can become a target when the internet decides to turn. Whether Sydney Sweeney truly had a connection with Scooter Braun or was simply caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, the fallout showed just how quickly the tides of fame can turn against you, and how surviving it requires a mix of strength, silence, and an unshakable sense of self.